Hey, check it out. I want to, well, first let me say, what's going on, man? Welcome to another edition of Live with LoShawn Parks, Trucking with LoShawn Parks. You guys could have been anywhere else in the world, but you're here with me, man. And I appreciate that. So, as soon as I get this thing set up, here we go. All right, so you guys probably seen the finger or the thumbnail for this video, which I was holding up $1 and I was holding up 50 cents. All right. Now I'll explain the analogy here to you guys in a minute on exactly why I was holding that up. And in the title tonight, I put that, a lot of people on YouTube or research or just people that you speak to in general, they teach you guys how to run. And I come to find out that the thing that Lo likes to teach is how to get paid. How to get paid in the industry, okay? Now, I spoke the other night about, I think that, like I said, I think a lot of people missed my video on one, and I titled it me stop driving, that may have mistitled it or whatever. But the whole point of that video was just to show the drivers in the industry that are lucrative, in my opinion, okay, from research, from doing it and being out here. So that's what that was all about. All right. I think a lot of people took it the wrong way. A lot of people did. My comment section is on ridiculous status as far as that goes. But something I want to play here real quick. See if y'all can relate with me on this.
Time is money, mine is funny. Trust me, she lying. If she denying, she love me. Make up your mind, you been on and off. Platinum Patron, come take shots with a boss.
Alright, I don't know if many of y'all may not even know who that is right there. If you don't, that's Rick Ross. Name of the track is called Layback. Good track, good song. Like the joint. And I like what he said right there in the beginning. Time is money, mine is funny. Come take shots with a boss. Now, by no means am I a boss. I'm not a boss at all, not yet. And my thing is, I don't want to become a boss. Hey, I appreciate that, Cody. $10 donation, man, just because it's you, Lo. Appreciate it, man. But once again, I'll play this back for people that are just now getting in here, and I just want you to listen to what Ross said right there in the beginning, because a lot of people don't understand that.
Time is money, mine is funny. Trust me, she lying. If she denying, she love me. Make up your mind, you been on and off. Platinum Patron, come take shots with a boss.
Alright, make up your mind, you been on and off. Platinum Patron, come take shots with a boss. Now, back to my thumbnail reference. Alright, let me bring it back up. Holding up $1. I'm holding up 50 cents. Alright, as the infamous Jay-Z has said in his song, I'm about $1. What the fuck is 50 cents? Okay? Once again, I'm about $1. What the fuck is 50 cents? Alright, I've been teaching or preaching, or my videos have been mostly about making money, how to be lucrative, how to make money. Okay, I see you. Let's say like Rick Ross. Okay, so some of y'all know that's Ross. Alright, I've been teaching how to do generational wealth. That's been my thing for a long time. And a lot of people look at my channel as the inspiration. D-Raj, I can't let you hold nothing, fam. All I got is $1. Okay, that's all I got, bruh. That's all I got. Okay, and hey, just know I ain't about this. I'm about this. Okay, end of the day, I'm about $1. The fuck is 50 cents? But a lot of people look at my channel as like the go-to channel for Lo's gonna be uplifted. He's gonna be always a positive dude about the industry, and that is true. Okay, that's what a lot of my videos have been about. And like I said in the previous video too, that, you know, in the past I've dealt with a lot of feeling, you know, like things are feeling, and now today I just deal with reality, and reality to me tells me that, you know, to be where I want to be in this industry, and to leave my legacy, and to leave my you know, print in the ground, is in numbers. Okay, and I mean, when I mean by numbers, I mean strength in trucking comes in numbers. Okay, that's just, to me, that's where it's at. It's never in you know, to me, it's just not, to me, it's not in being the owner operator, so to speak, the one truck operation, stuff like that. And you know, you guys know I've spoken on that before. I've always been where strength is in numbers. I just look around and I see where the numbers are the strongest at in the industry, and it's within fleets, it's within numbers. Now, onto the point of what I'm trying to make is, I've been hearing a lot of people that say, and I've talked about this, where I say, if you're going to lease a truck from the mega carrier, that to make sure that you have a plan on what you want to do by leasing that truck. Okay, don't just hop in it because it seems cool, or because you want to have the freedom of going home, or doing your thing, or dispatching yourself, or thinking that you're dispatching yourself. A lot of times at the mega carriers, when you're not, you have your dispatcher who does that for you. But I look around and I see people that I know that are building fleets. For instance, I see Woody. He's building his fleet. I think he's up to 3 trucks right now. I see D-Raj building his fleet. I think he's up to 2 trucks now. And when I watched this video earlier today, he said that he's going to be moving up to 4 trucks here by next year, January, February. So shout outs to D-Raj on that. A buddy of mine, I've known this gentleman before his fleet got to where it is now, which his fleet is up to 18, 19, 20 trucks or something like that. Okay, and gentleman's name is Chris, and Chris is the owner of RST, which you guys know probably that Woody works over there. I think Rob and a couple other people that work over there are RST. Now, Chris watched my video a while back when I was with Prime, and he was just listening to, you know, how I was speaking on, you know, how I wanted to grow a fleet through Prime, and how I seen the where it was lucrative to grow through Prime. All right, Chris actually, you know, took my advice on that, and grew his fleet through Prime, which he's still with Prime, pulling Prime freight with RST, and I think he is up to 19, 20 trucks on his authority. So, and that was only, I think, maybe 2 years ago, or maybe a year and a half ago, or something of that nature, when Chris started doing that, from watching my videos and me inspiring him to try out his fleet with Prime, or to try to build a fleet through Prime. And like I said, now today he's up to 20 trucks, only a year and a half being leased on with Prime. The numbers don't lie. Okay, they don't skew. They don't care about anybody's feelings at all. All right. End of the day, Chris is doing very, very well with his RST company. All right, he has a great setup over there. I like what he's doing, and Chris, you know, and this is the thing. Okay, rewind a little bit back to leasing. A lot of people say, and I've heard, don't build a fleet through leasing. Basically, what they're trying to say is, don't lease trucks to build a fleet. And I'm gonna be the first one to sit here and call BS on it. That's bullshit. You can build a fleet through leasing trucks. Once again, I've indicated this before, that a lot of people out here, they fall in love with the truck. Okay, they fall in love with the trucks. They gotta have this Peterbilt, they gotta have this Volvo, they gotta have, you know, the KW, they gotta have certain trucks. And the thing is, these are tools, okay? And everybody, a smart businessman, understands that these are tools, and these things are used to make money. These are not used to fall in love with. These are not used to get in your feelings about, oh, I got to have the Peterbilt, I got to have the Volvo, I got to have the KW, I got to have the Freightliner. Businessmen utilize the truck or trucks that gets the job done, okay? Point blank, period. End of the day, they're concerned about the bottom line, the bottom dollar. Whatever truck is the most efficient, whichever truck is the best on getting parts for, repairing, that's the truck you're going to go with. All right? Once again, I look around at all of the mega fleets. What do a majority of them have is Freightliners. But yet, people talk so much crap about Freightliners, say Freightliner this, Freightliner that, Freightliner this. It ain't a real Freightliner, to be honest with you, is probably the cheapest truck to fix out here on the road. Is you can get it fixed at any mechanic is willing to work on them and can work on them. Parts are ready and available, and they do excellent on being fuel efficient. Okay? Excellent on fuel efficient. So why would you not build a fleet through leasing trucks if after 4 years the thing to do is called turn and burn? I don't know if some of you guys know what turn and burn means, but I'll explain a little bit. Okay? I get into my professor mode. Turn and burn. Basically what it means is when you lease these trucks, let's just say you do the lease purchase deal on these. After 4 years that you own the truck, the warranty is probably about to give out. Okay? The warranty is about to give out. What you do, once you have title in hand, you sell the truck back to the Freightliner dealership, or you sell it back to whatever dealership that you bought it from. As long as it ain't like the mom and pops, they're not going to get it back. Okay? They don't want the truck back. But like if you got it from a dealership and the warranty and it still has decent amount of miles on there, they can do something with it. Okay? And by that time, you have the title for it. So let's just say you start off with one truck that you're leasing. Okay? After 4 years, you got the title to it. You sell this truck, or you sell that truck back to the Freightliner dealership or to any dealership. Okay? Well, it doesn't matter what brand. We're not even being brand specific right now. We're just talking about selling it back to the dealership. They're going to give you anywhere between $25,000 to $35,000 for the truck. Warranty is about to give out. It probably has, 400,000 to 600,000 miles on it. Just depends on if you solo and if you was training in, what have you. All right. Once they give you the $35,000, just say, now you build a rapport with them, and now you come up to them and you say, hey, I want to do a fleet. What would it take, or how much do I need to put down for per truck? Now, they may come back and say, we've been doing business with you for a while. You can give us $5,000 down per truck. With a maximum, because they don't want to sell to you too much, especially with you being a new fleet. They're not going to give you 10 trucks. Okay, they're just not going to do that. They may say we'll start out with 2-3 trucks, and then after those are turned and burned, then we'll see how you do, and we'll open up more truck opportunities for you. So what you're going to do with that, if they're going to give it to you for $5,000 down per truck on these, and you plan on turning and burning, now you have $35,000. You could put $5,000 down and grab an additional 3 trucks. Okay, now you already turned and burned that one truck because you have the note, or you have the pink slip, or whatever you want to call it. You got the paperwork for it. All right. Now after 4 years, you have 3 trucks now. Okay, because you gave the dealership that one back. You sold it back to them. They gave you $35,000 for it. Now you went and put $5,000 down on each of those trucks, the new trucks, brand new, spanking brand new, got warranty, full-fledged warranty on it and everything. Now you got 3 trucks. Now you also have $15,000 extra dollars, or excuse me, you have $20,000 extra dollars that you can utilize for. The best thing I'm gonna tell you what you should probably utilize it for is when you put those drivers in the truck, those 3 new drivers in those trucks, you're gonna want to use that capital for front and payroll, okay? To make sure that your drivers get paid every Friday on time. Because when they're brand new trucks and trying to get it through the payroll cycle of whoever you're utilizing, it could take them, like, let's just say for instance, they cut payroll to you, you're at a carrier, they cut payroll to you on Friday. So now you got payroll on Friday, but now you still have to, send that money out to your drivers for payroll. So now they're not going to actually get paychecks until Monday, Tuesday, or whatever, whenever direct deposit hits their bank. But now with that extra $20,000, you can guarantee to cut them their money, and then you make sure that their payroll is on time on every Friday. So you utilize that extra $20,000 to make sure that you cut payroll, because you're not going to really have to worry about maintenance at that point because you're under warranty. Anything's going to be covered under warranty, except for the wear and tear, which is like tires, and you ain't got to worry about a PM for at least the first 25,000 miles on each of those trucks, especially if you get one of these brand new Freightliners. Your first oil change of PM on here is 25,000 miles. That's a couple of weeks for you. You know what I mean? You got a couple of weeks. So now what I'm doing with this extra $20,000, I'm fronting payroll. I make sure my drivers are happy. I make sure I'm paying my drivers perfectly and great. Now, once the 4-year mark comes on those 3 trucks, now I'm turning each of those trucks in, and they're going to give me $35,000 per truck on those. So now I go from 35 to 70. I'm up to $105,000. I got the pink slips for them. All right, I paid them off. All right, now I have $105,000 after 4 years. Now remember, in the beginning they said that we're going to see how your first fleet goes with these first 3 trucks, and if you run successful with them, then we'll open the market up for you to be able to get more trucks. All right, and we're still going to work with you on the 5,000. So if they still work with you on the 5,000, now you have $105,000. Now you have moved from 3 trucks to, you can double it if you like. You can go from 3 to 6, or you can go from 3 to 7. However, but the main thing I'm trying to say is to double your trucks. Okay. Now, after 4 years, an additional 4 years, you're at 6, 7, 8 trucks, 9 trucks, 10 trucks. They may even come back and say, man, you did so great with those 3 trucks. How many trucks you think you can handle now? You might be able to come back and say, man, I can handle 10 trucks. Let me get 10 trucks. All right, give us $5,000 per truck. You only spent $50,000. You still got another $55,000 on the back end from the turn and burn. Now you had a fleet of 10 trucks, and you ain't been in the game no longer than what we said. The first truck was 4 years. The next trucks was the other 3 trucks went another 4 years, and then so by your 8th year, you already at 10 trucks. You understand? And now those 10 trucks are going to double, and then it's just how you keep on going. And then 20 years from now, or 10, 15 years from now, or 15, 20 years from then, you could be at, you doubling your numbers. So if you're already at 10 after 8, then after another 16, you could be at 20, and it just depends on the cash flow. If I'm making any sense to you guys. So, yeah, I understand. I see SoCal say that there's 50 different ways to build. It's all good. Yeah, my thing is, I'm gonna show you guys, and it's people out here that are already doing, this formula. It's nothing that is brand new. It's nothing that I've created. It's just people already doing it. I know that Chris, like I was speaking about with RST, he does pretty much the formula like I just said. He has trucks, and when the warranty is up, it's turn and burn, and it's the same formula that the mega carriers are using as well, except for on the mega carriers, if you want to be a lease operator, then they just throw all the responsibility on you, and you take on full responsibility. And then if it is one of those trucks where it's a lease truck, then after the 4 years they want their truck back and they're going to turn and burn it anyway. But if it's like one of the ones where you're doing a lease purchase on, then at the end of the term, then you own the truck. And then what I would advise is that you turn and burn that truck. I mean, that's me personally. I would turn and burn it and I'll pick up 3 more trucks. So once again, I'm going to teach you guys, I teach y'all how to get paid in this industry. I ain't about the 50 cents. I don't care about I ain't going to teach you guys. I don't really teach you guys how to run. That ain't, because I feel like when you go to these schools or when you out here and you doing it for a long enough period of time, you're going to learn how to run. All right? You're going to learn how to run. Me, I'm teaching you how to get paid in this industry. All right? I'm teaching you generational wealth. And a lot of people's mind frame right now is on generational welfare. And I've spoken of this before. I've spoken of this before. Don't be that person that's on that generational welfare where your mind is set on, I make enough just to be able to pay my bills at home. So paying your bills at home, that satisfies you. But at the end of the day, end of the week, whatever, you only got about $200, $300, $400 in your savings account. What you leaving behind? I said this before. You die out here on the road, what you leaving your family back? Besides a burial fee that they got to come up with. I'm leaving my kids a trucking company. That's what I'm going to do. I want my boys to take over it, and it carries on through the park's name. That's what I'm about. Right now, I'm putting my time in, being a driver, and, that's coming to an end. Once again, me being a driver is coming to an end. That doesn't mean that, let's see what my homeboy was just said here. What my boy Logan just sent me. He said something here. Give me 1 second, y'all. Oh yeah. He said you must be live. Unloading some really high dollar. Oh yeah. All right, but just because I'm getting out of the truck, that don't mean that I'm out of the trucking industry. I'm never gonna be out of this industry. I'm just elevating. You know what I mean? Like I've always said. And then the next thing that I'm gonna do is after I get my trucks rolling, then I'm gonna be looking into freight brokerage. And in freight brokerage, then I'm gonna start booking my own loads, and I'm also going to be selling my loads. You see how this game works? Once again, let me show y'all the thumbnail. You understand? I'm about $1. I'm about $1. The fuck is 50 cents? I don't care about this. I'm about this. All right? After a year of me getting my trucks running, I'm opening my freight brokerage. I'm selling my freight. On top of that, I'm loading my freight on my trucks. It's the whole process of me getting out of it is so that I'm able to sit down. I'm able to get the contracts. I'm able to go to these shippers. I'm able to sit down in suit and tie, talk with them, gain their trust. Because in my first year, you got to know like this. Everybody tells you go out and get your authority. Get your authority, get your authority, get your authority. But what people are not telling you about authority is insurance is one of the toughest things in getting your authority. It's easy to get your authority. $400 get you your authority. The hardest part is getting the insurance. Let me tell you the next hardest part is getting shippers to trust you because you're new. They don't know you. Who are you? You walking in here with a brand new authority and we supposed to just take you off value? I tell you what we do. We give you 2 loads a week. For the length of a contract could be, anywhere from 3 to 6 months. You run that, you do good on that, then we'll talk to you again. All right? But I get so sick of hearing people say, grab your authority, get your authority. It's so easy if you just go get your authority and you get to keep 100%. But what people don't know is getting your authority. That's the easy part. Now, what about the insurance? Now you got to get cargo insurance. Now how expensive cargo insurance is? You know what the down payment is on cargo insurance? Under your own authority? Then it depends on what type of commodity you're pulling for or pulling. Then it depends on what type of insurance, if you got that direct shipper that they want you to have on their cargo. But this is a lot of the things that are not being talked about. Then the thing is how hard it is to get a shipper. Yeah, it sounds easy. Go out here and get a shipper. Just talk to them. Sit down and talk to them. They don't work like that all the time. It don't work like that all the time. You better make sure all your books is up to date. Don't be wrong on anything. They're going to audit you in the first year. Be wrong. Be wrong. Be wrong one time. You're going to be mad. Oh, you're going to be big mad. You're going to be big mad. Okay? That's what you're going to be. Because they're going to shut you down. So, I've always said, why not find a carrier that allows you to run their authority, their numbers, as if it's yours? They have low cost. Let's just say maybe they're going to give you 85, 90% and run under them. Create your own customers. Or either you get with a mega carrier and pull mega carrier freight. Let me tell you about mega carrier freight. Okay, let me tell you about mega carrier freight. I spoke about this before. The only thing that you can ask for in trucking is consistency. Consistency. Mega carriers have that consistency. Why? They have endless amount of freight. They have endless amount of freight. For instance, like my man D-Raj at Stevens. Endless amount of freight. They're a mega carrier. They're not going to run out of refrigeration freight. I'm sorry, they're not. You ain't going to have to call up an agent or broker and try to see if you can get something out that way. See if you got to negotiate rates. The loads is endless. It's the theory, like how Trucker Brown says, just want to get in and run. I don't want to worry about the rate all the damn time. Yes, worrying about the rate is a good thing. I tell you guys, make sure that you know your numbers. You know what your cost is. But at the same time, if you consistently pulling freight and you consistently moving, then you're consistently making money. And a lot of people are missing this valuable point. They don't want to haul for mega carriers, but mega carriers have their finger pressed down on the forehead of everybody in the industry right now. They got their finger pressed against the owner operator. But look what they did. They making everybody freaking have to get ELDs. Tell me that. You want to tell me that mega carriers didn't have a part in that? They had a major part in that. They funded for ATA and them to push that through Congress. Real talk. Okay? When the mega carrier feels like you doing too much there, they're going to come in with a salesperson and they're going to press you. They're going to press the finger on you like that. Bow. They're going to press you. Bow. On your forehead. They got the trucks. They can have a pool of trailers that can sit on that person's yard and they can just drop and hook all day. Why do you think Schneider's so successful with the dropping hooks and they got the low board, everything dropping hook? Schneider pressed the forehead. While the owner operator, he mad. Oh, he big mad. He big mad. These ELDs, get these out of here. While you big mad, the mega carrier continues to run. While you big mad, you become the hamster in the wheel. You run in cycles. Mega carriers will start to lose business when people don't want to start working in teams or solos. I'm reading the comment. Teams or solos, and when brokers don't want to start paying for longer retentions, and when most loads are late. Dog, you are absolutely incorrect. Let me read this again. Mega carriers will start to lose business. Mega carriers will never lose business. The reason why? I just said it. They'll press the finger on you. You say $1.80, the mega carrier will say $1.70 to put you out. They're never going to lose. They're never going to lose. First of all, the mega carrier strength is in numbers. Okay? They have numbers. It's like you go to a fight. It's like you go to a war. If you go somewhere and it's 3 of y'all and it's a gang of 20 of the other people, you going to try to fight all 20 of those people? Really? You really think you're going to be able to fight 20 people with 3 of y'all? Y'all going to get y'all ass whooped so bad. So what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to move out the way. You're going to have to shift over. You're going to have to find something else to do. This is why I say that strength is in the numbers in the trucking. This is why I say that with these ELDs coming down, this is how listen. I'm speaking future fact here, okay? People can disagree with it if you want to. I'm speaking future fact here. Once again, I said that teams are going to be priority once these ELDs hit, because shippers are going to still want their product moved the same way. Who you think is going to come through and can provide that team, the trucks that are either team operated or the mega carriers that can train and put teams into it? I told you guys the whole time when we first started hearing about this ELD, man, it is time for you to get prepared. It is time for you to get prepared. Either you are going to get with the wave, or the wave is going to run over you. People, what is it? Almost December 1st here. We down to like what? 15, 16 days before ELDs is about to hit? Oh, and don't get caught without one of those ELDs if your motor ain't of the right year that it's supposed to be. I think it's 99 and lower. Don't get caught. Oh, and you can believe December 15th, them scale houses is going to be looking heavy. They're going to be looking heavy. Oh, it's going to be heavy. They looking to write the ticket. But if you was a team, you run through the scale house like this. What's good? Yeah. Oh, you worried about? Oh, we got 2 clocks over here. Yeah. Yeah. We don't got to worry about nothing. And the people that are going to benefit off that is the teams, because now the load is going to be a priority or prioritized load. It's going to be one of those expedited loads, and it's going to have more juice on the back end of it. That's why I'm going to make my trucks team operation. I want my trucks running. I don't want my trucks to have to be stopped for no ELD, or because it can't get to the customer in time, so we may end up looking to lose the customer. When I can go into the shipper and I can say, listen, I got teams that can still get it there in the expedited time that you need it, that is going to put me at the top of the list. This dude can still expedite our freight. Solo guy, he'll still have his job. I mean, he'll still have runs. He'll still have the runs that you can do like in 400, 500, 600 miles. But when it comes to that 800 mile, that 900 mile that they need it there the next day, who you think is taking precedent over that? Team operation? Operation team? Operation on point logistics? So, I ain't the fool. I got a lot of people that'll come in and say, man, you are confused. You are talking about your business model. There's always going to be money for everybody. Dog, I didn't say there wouldn't be money for everybody. Once again, man, pay attention on my channel. I teach you about generational wealth. I don't teach you about generational welfare. I don't care if you... My thing is, I don't teach you guys how to make just good enough money. I don't teach you how to... Listen, all right? I don't teach GED, okay, which means to me good enough dough. I don't teach GED. I do not teach good enough dough. I don't, okay? I teach PhD, pile high dough, pile the money high. That's how I teach. I don't teach that JOB, just above broke. I don't teach that. I don't preach that. I teach you how to get generational wealth money. So don't come at me with nothing talking about it's still going to be money to be got out here. Sure it will be. But you gonna be that you probably that one dude that I'm talking about that's in that hamster wheel. Oh, I'm doing good enough though. I'm making good. Hey, my family, I'm able to support my family. I'm good with supporting my family. For real? Like that don't make sense to me, man. And when people talk like that, man, me and you we don't shoot in the same gym. We ain't in the same league, man. We don't talk the same language. Cause I ain't happy with good enough though. I ain't happy with it'll still be some money to be got out here. Yes, I just said that. I said that there will be 400, the 300, the 400, the 500 mile runs will still be available. But what about the when you start seeing where's the $5 and the $6 and the $7 loads? Those are on the teams to go 800, 900 miles because you as a solo driver can't do it. But we still need it expedited. We still need these FedEx loads expedited. We still need these UPS loads expedited. Pay attention, man. A lot of y'all ain't woke. That's the problem. A lot of y'all are not woke, man. Y'all have been doing things the wrong way for a long time. And my man says, what about local? Local, you still going to be doing your local thing. Local guys are... I don't think that local guys are going to hurt from it because I don't even really think local guys are going to need ELDs because you're not traveling a certain amount of miles in a day. So I don't even think that the ELDs are going to hurt local guys. I think that where it's going to hurt at is guys that are OTR. If you OTR the ELD, especially for the big boss hog runners that are used to running 42 hours in a day, the ones that are used to running 1,000 miles in a day, that shit is coming to an end. That's coming to an end. And like my man said, the FedEx loads pay huge. Those are going to go to teams. FedEx Ground already been doing it. They already prepared. They was prepared along. That's all they do with FedEx Ground is with the doubles is teams. I come on here to educate y'all, man, to broaden your thoughts, to stop thinking simple-minded. And we still got simple-minded people that still watch here and they'll comment, and it makes no sense to me. If you ain't about $1, and you about the 50 cent, then me and you ain't in the same conversation. All right. I ain't about this right here. I ain't about good enough. All right. I'm about $1. That's what I'm about. Get your money up. Get your weight up. Stop worrying about this, the good enough. My man 10 Toes Down said UPS contracts now is paying over $50K for 5-week team runs. Bang. Bang. But Lo told y'all about this to start putting together teams or that teams are going to be the priority once the ELD hit. I told y'all this back when me and Trucker Brown was teaming. I told y'all this. And nobody don't want to pay attention until now. We 16 days away, and y'all gonna see where the money spike at. Y'all gonna the money is gonna spike in the teams, and the people that got fleets, they're gonna start putting teams in their trucks, or majority of their freight is going. Majority of their fleet is gonna have some teams. That's why I'm down with team operation. I'm down with team operation. I'm about $1. Don't talk to me about no 50 cent. When next year or 2 years from now, when I'm sitting somewhere on the island doing a live feed, y'all gonna say, God, that boy right there. That boy right there. That boy told us. That boy said something about that. When D-Rod is sitting somewhere because he done built his fleet through a mega fleet, and y'all thought he was a game. Woody building his through a mega fleet. Y'all thought he was a game. He on 3 trucks. D-Raj on 2, working on 3, working on 4. I'm putting my truck down in January. I will have my 3rd truck by April. Pay attention. And oh yeah, already got my 2 teams to start off with my 2 trucks. Already got my 2 teams already ready to rock, cock, and roll come January. I don't got time to play games, man. I ain't out here no more for the adventure. I'm out here to learn it. I'm out here to get it. I'm out here to provide it to you guys. And for those that want to listen, they're going to prosper. Those that don't want to listen, those that want to go against me, those that think it's a game, those that think it's a joke, those that want to leave stupid comments on my videos, you know who's going to get the last laugh, don't you? I guarantee it'll be me. I'll get the last laugh. Because once I do got that, then more than likely you're going to want to be an employee. And then at that point in time, now I'm a boss. But wait a minute. I don't even want to be a boss. I'm going to tell you the truth. I don't want to be a boss. All right? To me, that word is a trash word, okay? Don't call me a boss. You know what I want to be? You know what I'm going to be? CEO. That's what it is, all right? I don't want to be called boss. Don't call me no boss. You call me CEO. Corporate Executive Officer. I'm the CEO. I got bosses underneath me, okay? They the ones that, you know, the fleet managers, that's the bosses, okay? I ain't a boss. I'm a CEO. I trump boss. Straight up. And if you ain't in the mind frame of being CEO and you got the mind frame of being boss, you're selling yourself short. Be a CEO of your company. Don't be the boss. Be the CEO. You hire bosses. You hire bosses. Bosses go to like little board meetings and all that other stuff. The CEO, he sits up there and figures out what contracts he's going to sign off on. He figures out how many additional trucks he's going to add to his fleet. Straight up. Bosses don't add trucks to the fleet. CEOs add trucks to a fleet. D-Raj, homie, you a CEO. Woody, homie, you a CEO. Chris, you a CEO. And anybody who has multiple trucks that puts additional trucks onto their fleet is CEOs. Your boss, that could be your driver. Since everybody that drives wants to be a boss. Bang, bang! Everybody that wants to drive, that holds the steering wheel, wants to be the boss. So just let them be the boss. All right? You don't want to be the driver? Then fine. You be the boss. Okay? You the boss. You hold the steering wheel. Fine. It's good. It's good. Okay? Whatever title you want on that. Okay? One title you can't have, though, is CEO. You understand? Because there's only one CEO in charge. Because when the paperwork documents is down, it's only one CEO. You got CEO, you got COO, you know, you got different levels of it. But it's only one CEO. CEOs don't share their title. Bosses, everybody's a boss. The janitor's a boss too. You know, he's the boss of the other people that cleaning toilets. Yeah, he's a boss, okay? The fleet manager, he's a boss. But what he can't call himself is, they can't call themselves CEO. And that's real talk. Bang. And low is with the smoke. Just know it. Straight up. But to everybody who thinks that, oh, Low, you've been so positive. I still am a positive person. Alright? But I don't deal with feelings. I deal with reality. You need to understand the difference of feelings and reality. Feelings make your stomach, get a little, you get a little butterflies in your stomach, in your little tummy. That's feelings. Reality is, after everything is said and done, your reality still sits in front of you. Let me give y'all an analogy. I hope y'all ain't got no kids around right now. But let's say, for instance, when you having sex, okay? When you having sex, it's the best time in the world. Oh, y'all getting it in. Yeah, girl. Oh, girl. Ooh, what's my name? Y'all getting it in. But after all of the busing come out and the nutting come out, and you wake up in the morning, reality still sits that you're broke. Reality still sits that these bills need to get paid. Reality still sinks in that you have to do better. All right? Feelings is when you was getting it in. That's feelings, okay? When you was getting it off, skeeting it up, doing all that. Whose is it? That's feelings. That felt great. But reality puts you in check real quick when the feelings is all gone. You understand what I'm saying? So I ain't speaking feeling no more on my videos. I'm speaking reality to y'all. And if you ain't with it, and you don't understand it, and you don't get it, then my content is not going to be for you. Because I don't care about nobody's feelings. I care about the reality of things. That's what Lo is about. And tell Flex to drop a bomb to that. Bang! I appreciate everybody being here tonight. And to everybody who out here running, I hope y'all had a good Thanksgiving. I hope your family is blessed. I hope you making strives to be a better you tomorrow. I hope you making strives to leave something for your kids' kids. I hope that you are making strives that you are not going to be about the 50 cent, but you're going to be about the dollar. Because the moment that you lose focus on being about the dollar and you start being about that 50 cent, you have just now conformed to mediocrity. You have just now gave in to a job, just over broke. You have just now given in to the GED, which is good enough though. And we don't rock that way over here at Trucking with LoShawn Parks. I appreciate y'all being here tonight, man. Y'all stay up. Catch y'all next video. Peace out.